Welcome, ladies and gentlebots, to the the Sentai Writers United podcast. Where was my mind there for a second? We have a great show for you tonight, and I hope you are ready. Let's start with our introductions here. First, we have the Toy Man, CJ.
How's it going, wonderful people?
I almost forgot to turn my camera on. After that, we have the Otaku Blogger, Sebi.
Sentai Go-Onger, aka Sebi-kun. How are you all?
And after that, we have the Toku Buster, Thomas.
Hello, everybody. You can call me Shotaro for the night, even though we're not even doing anything double, so whatever. But anyways.
After that, we have, can I say Delightful? Yeah, let's go with Delightful. We got Frogs here from Let's Talk Toku.
That's my mic. Oh, wait. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
That was embarrassing. No, my thing says that I'm still muted, but awesome.
No, we can hear you.
Fantastic.
Just have to turn your camera on.
Is it not on, really?
Nope.
Yeah, no. And last, but certainly not least,
my camera.
Dylan.
Hello.
There we go. There's Adrian. And come on, Sebi. Get your camera on, gosh darn it.
Yeah, my camera's not on for some reason, but that's okay. I don't mind.
Not a big deal.
On.
Your room's pretty dark anyway, but either way.
The pictures that almost lifelike. Anyway.
Anyways, anyways, so Volt.
No. We got some news here to start before we get into our main topic, and there goes Frogs.
Oh goodness! Come on, seriously, Frogs? What? You're doing a live pod, and you do that? Okay.
We all know technical difficulties happen.
Yeah.
Francois, make me Frog's legs.
Yeah.
We're gonna give him a second here, so I don't know.
Rejoin.
Amp?
Dun 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 dun. There we go. I knew if I sung the Jeopardy theme, I'd be able to do that.
There we are. Welcome back,
And Frogs. If that's the good name to use. Anyways, continue, Volt.
All right. First in the news, we have quite the interesting casting reveal, and by reveal I mean complete flub, because the guy did this by accident, which seems to be how casting reveals happen in Japan now. We have a professional comedian / actor by the name of Lou Oshiba, who has been confirmed as a member of the Kamen Rider Drive cast.
Interesting.
Seems cool.
So, what do you think of that, Volt?
This guy looks like a very Asian, not Jim Carrey, but actually I think more Adam Sandler. But we have a double Frogs.
I never.
Oh, we have two Adrians! Adrian's
Sorry.
done! Done. Done.
Okay,
Okay, fine.
third time's the charm.
All right. Did you miss the topic announcement?
I see him, but there's two of them.
Yeah, the other one will disappear in a second.
Yeah, we're talking about Lou Oshiba joining the Drivecast.
The who?
Lou
The
Oshiba.
Kamen Rider Drivecast.
He is a comedian in Japan that we have not heard of.
Yeah.
Which seems to be actually no. When I look at this guy, he's more like Owner from Dedo's wild and crazy brother.
I can actually see.
Wouldn't that just be the conductor from Tokuger?
Yeah.
That's well.
He
Well,
talks to
considering that Tokuger is train themed, it would actually kind of fall in line. I don't know.
I've actually heard, not to steal anyone's thunder here, to interrupt, I'm sorry, but, I have actually heard a couple rumors circulating around the Toku fandom that he's kind of gonna be like the Kogami of the Drive series, for those who watched O's.
Man, if he's being compared to Kogami, he has some seriously massive shoes to fill.
And I'm gonna have to completely agree with that. Kogami was 100,000 levels of awesome. But yeah, there's not really much to say for this. Oh, sorry, Sebi.
Go ahead, Seb.
Yeah, he seems cool, although what I was thinking maybe he might have the raw is because since Drive is car motif, maybe he'll be like some sort of car dealer type of guy. I mean, he's wearing a suit, so I mean, that's my notion of it.
I never thought of that.
That's actually a pretty interesting thought because that could be how he gets his new powers, or gets the new form.
It's like a drug dealer. Hey, buddy, I got you some new shift cars.
For the right price, you can have them all.
I make it up.
Wait a second, these are Russians.
CJ, what do you think of this?
I think it's interesting because it sounds to me like based on this, like they're keeping the they are keeping the aspect of the kind. From what I can see here, they're shifting gears. Yes. Assuming that this is a legit thing, because for all we know, this could be rumor, this could be fact. I don't know yet. I actually think it'd be interesting because it'd be the first time, you know, in a while that, and you know, there's not a lot of information that we're going off of when it comes to Drive, obviously, but you know, if they're using a comedian in the series, and he's the well-known comedian in Japan, then this could mean that this is going to be one of the more light-hearted Kamen Riders, which has been a while since we've had one. You could consider Gaim's light-hearted, but to me...
Gaim light-hearted? No. Absolutely no.
No. If you would give me a second. You could consider the first 10 episodes of Gaim lighthearted.
Yeah. Okay, that I will agree with.
If you, like I said, you should have let me finish before you all started laughing like little mean people. The first 10 episodes of Gaim does seem very lighthearted. Yes, that's primarily the main introduction of all the people that are involved who become writers, blah, blah, blah. But after episode 10 is when the seriousness kicks in. So, I don't know. Just the fact that this is possibly, because they are including a comedian in this, it's possible it could stay lighthearted through more of the series, if not the whole series. I don't know. Possibility.
Does anyone else have any other thoughts on it that they want to speak about?
What about Dylan?
That he's probably just gonna. I don't think the fact that he's a previously known comedian will change all that much. I think they've hired people from his position previously. Maybe not terribly serious of a show, but somewhere on the level of O's, I assume, so far. His previous they haven't done cars in Kamen Rider before, so...
Well, no,
cars have previously been quite silly in Sentai, so...
Well, was it Black who had a car? No.
Yeah, it was Kamen Rider Black who had a car.
Black was the first person it was either Black or Black RX that had a car.
It was RX.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was the
Yeah.
first. That was the first and only time that a Kamen Rider actually had a car. Since that point until Drive, it's always been a motorcycle.
I don't know. Those
It
weird
wasn't like
motorcycle
car.
things that Ryuki used
Like-
could be considered a car.
No, they aren't. Those are like motorcycles.
No, they're giant.
Giant-ass motorcycle.
It's all
So-
possible.
Yep.
So anyways, what's the next bit of news that we have here?
Up next, we got some more. I don't know if we can say featuring, but we got some more behind-the-scenes, secret, stolen Chinese photographs. They're not really Chinese, but that's a fun term to use. Of some stuff with Drive.
Yeah.
And,
It
I
actually-
don't think of this.
You actually have a little bit better shot of the suit.
Yeah,
Little
a
bit.
little bit.
Looks like Apollo Geist from here.
beep, 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 beep.
There we go.
And this picture that I'm getting ready to send for everyone to see here, at least in the post, yeah, this is something that I found. Someone goofed, but yeah. Little
Inside. You know what? I'll just screen share it just so the people.
No, I got this.
No.
No, because I already have a screen share going. This is
Yes.
for everybody out there. Because this is...
Oh yeah, I seen.
Yes,
I
this is
think-
us being random now.
Very funny.
Okay.
Well, I thought everyone would find that funny, so I decided
Back-
to post it.
Anyways,
on
back to
topic
Drive.
here.
Back to serious.
Relevant.
Let's go with... Frogs, what do you think?
Of that really pixelated picture.
Of the little
Yes,
sneak...
that very
The
pixelated.
spy shots of Drive.
I think whoever is doing these spy shots need to get a better camera.
That definitely.
Or,
Like
or a
seriously,
little
why
bit
do we have all these
closer.
yeah, why do we have all of these freaking pixelated shots? We have clear shots of
There's
the
no good camera.
Like, I mean, come on, look at cameras nowadays. Plus, they're in Japan. They have have you seen their phone cameras? They're like better than anything we have here. Like, I want to know what this guy. I want to know what this person is using, because like they should stop.
Making a Doctor Who reference, for all we know, these people could have technology of a perception filter, and so a picture gets taken, and that's the reason why it looks pixelated.
Ah.
Good one there. Good one. We wrap Gundam and Doctor Who into a Sentai Riders podcast. Huh.
I'm cool with that.
It can work.
yes,
It can work.
yes, it can work.
I don't know. I really
We're
don't
not
have
just
like.
Sentai Rider nerds, you know. We're not just Toku
I really
nerds.
I really don't have anything much to say about this picture, only because like I don't know what the hell's going on.
There's not much to it.
Yeah, there's not much to it at all.
From what we can see in the article is they seem to be taking parts of the suit off for like a form change.
Kiwi blades.
That's what it
That's what
said.
it looks like.
That's what
That's
it's
what I
saying.
thought too.
But
Yeah,
who knows? Sakaiwa Seiji might just be tired. They're taking off the suit.
Yeah, there's
Possibly.
that. That's. Does anyone else have anything to talk about on this? Or
Well, for me, like, the Irish weapons are kind of interesting to me, just in general, especially with, as I said, the form change and all. I just really want to be able to actually see some official pictures of this guy and some of his forms, because,
I think it's about
I
You are
time.
not alone, dude.
yeah, I feel like all of us need to at some point, so if anyone at Toei's listening, come on, make it happen. Come on.
What did you just
Give us
call
some
it?
official pictures, please. Please.
Wait, what did he call it?
What?
What did you just call Toei?
I just said if Toei is watching, just...
Toei?
Toei, tomato, tomato, Tony, Toei.
Anyways, though, continue.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So that's it. Sebby, you don't got anything, Dylan? Nothing.
No,
All I have, all I have to say is, like, I want some official Drive pictures, and I want to know what's up. with it. It's August right now, and last year, Guy News came around July. Like, what's up these days, man?
Maybe
Yeah.
they're having to be a little more secretive with their work just because of things like this. I don't know.
Still don't even know how.
Oh.
What? What did he say?
We still don't even know how much longer Guy will be for.
Yeah.
That's another good point.
Mm-hmm.
It could be going less innings, more innings. Yeah, who cares? So we're done there. Moving on.
Yep.
All right. Next, and I'm just gonna change the orders here. We got some shots of Emperor Z's monster form.
It's a monster.
So,
And some creepy red-eyed Greta.
yes.
She's been that way.
Well, no, she only became red-eyed in this last episode. Spoiler alert!
Yeah, I'm
Spoiler alert, she gets
still
red-eyed.
behind. All right, am I the only one who looks at the Emperor Z monster form and remembers the brothers from
Sauron.
No, the brothers from Deca Ranger when Deca Break showed up?
No.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I don't quite remember.
I don't
just
think I've
because
made it to
haven't
that
watched
point yet.
Deca Ranger yet.
Oh. Ain't this awkward?
I should have not noticed that.
Sorry,
till now.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Next.
But yeah. I don't know what's going on with this monster form.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what was thinking he would become a ranger.
Now, hang on a second. There is still the possibility for that because it is still early in the season.
Yeah.
And we don't know
I
how
like it.
many we're gonna be
Cool.
getting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's. I mean,
But there is also the fact that if they were going to be doing a Tokuger number 7, they would have announced it and showed images by now.
Or
He
Tokyo.
has the eye of
unless they are
Sauron in his
keeping that
chest.
under extreme locking key.
Yeah. You know what, Frog? You're one to crack jokes here. Go ahead.
What? I said he has the eye of Sauron in his chest.
No. He's got it in his belly, and then on his chest, he's got the Batman logo.
Wow.
Sauron.
That was a good one. But yeah, it looks like we also have some.
There is some other stuff in
This
Yeah.
article.
There's some other
in
stuff.
this article. Apparently, we're gonna have a good fight between Tokyo 6 and Baron Nero,
Yeah.
and I guess we're gonna be firing cars from guns now because they're putting the car Resha into the gun.
Yeah.
And apparently we're going to be using the power of a tank to power a sword.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Shield Resha and the sword as well. This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
And now to what I'm really sure everyone's been wanting to talk about in this. Cho Tokyo.
Yes!
Tokyo Dio, actually, is the actual name.
Whatever!
Wait,
no, I
I didn't-
want to be correct. I want to be correct.
Wait, you just say everybody who wanted to talk about that? I didn't really want to talk about it, but sure, let's talk about it.
If you don't want to talk about that, we can talk about the image here that's got Schwarz and the red seat.
Wasn't that in one of the episodes recently?
It's such
Oh.
a cluster. I don't get it.
Spoilers.
Wait, who and the what?
We got Schwarz in the red seat for the Mecha.
Yes, that happened in the show recently.
Where is this at? I don't see this.
Talk
Oh,
right
wait.
Um,
There it is.
I'm screen sharing the whole thing.
Oh no, I'm actually in the articles. So.
But yeah, what do you guys think about Chocho Tokudayo? What he looks like?
Well,
For a cluster, you know what?
I mean,
He's very G12.
yes, that's kind of what went through my mind.
He looks more
Yeah.
G9 to me. He looks more G9 to me.
Well,
I think they
you
need
know
to
what?
find
He
it.
looks better than the ultimate form. The
No.
rainbow
Oh God,
thing.
yes.
No, don't even mention that piece of ugh.
Oh, Dylan, I cut you off. Sorry.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, I just think it's. I've had Tokuger's mechs since the beginning have always been a little bit off.
Nah, they're.
Yeah.
I mean, they're supposed to be holding this lance weapon, but I really want to point this out. They have no hands.
No, I've already seen.
Could be questionable.
I've actually already seen the toy like in front of me. Like somebody brought it over last week. It's a pretty gigantic toy, and it looks pretty cool actually.
Yes, actually, the only piece that I lack of getting this form of the toy is build diode. That's the only one that I lack. I have Cho Tokyo right now.
No, it's Cho Tokyo, and that's Chocho Tokudayo.
No, I'm saying
No,
I
he's
have
saying what
Cho
he has.
Tokyo right now. I'm saying I have Cho Tokyo right now. I lack build diode so that I can make Chocho Tokyo build diode.
Dildayo.
Shut up, okay?
No.
I'm still.
And
Never
then
mind.
there's another new Resha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait, Sebi, do you have anything you want to say here? Because we're being quiet here.
Oh, yeah, sorry, didn't want to interrupt. But the mecha reminds me of Go-Onger in a way.
I won't
Kind of,
lie.
but, I mean, yeah, it's too much mecha. Just give me 90s mecha, because
Oh, good.
that's real mecha.
Good point.
Them
But
sound like
anyways.
fighting words to some people.
Yeah.
Yes. You're talking to one of them.
Ouch. Well, I mean, come on. I mean, they had a lot of mecha, but you know, they weren't that clunky. I mean,
I see what you're saying. I really do, because even Cho Tokyo, at least in the toy version, he is very clunky looking, but just that form. This form, do I want Build Dio to make it? Oh heck yes, just because I'm just that kind of person.
well,
But at the same time, this thing, yes, the clunkiness is kind of ridiculous. And it seems like the last 3 seasons, so Go Busters, Kyoryuger, and this one, they've made the mecha a lot more clunky. Very
yeah,
clunky.
that's also the case with Go-Sager, Shinkenger, and Go-Onger too.
Well,
they also have.
Well, the thing with those is that's like the very final form that's introduced like towards the end of the series.
Not Go-Onger.
Eh,
Shinkano
Whatever.
would disagree with you, Sabi.
But
Well,
they've been clunky for a while. They've been clunky since
Since Gorai Senpujin.
By episode 10.
no, because Go Rai Senpujin was still pretty darn good.
and he was
They've been
pretty
clunky
streamlined.
since G12.
Yes.
I think Gorai Senpujin had a lot of crap on him.
Eh.
yeah, Go Senpujin was pretty big. Well, like one.
Yeah.
To me, that all that stuff still had a place to be.
Yeah. Well,
Gorai Senpujin is my goal for when I go to Morphicon. I already have Senpujin, so my goal for when I go to Morphicon is to get the rest of the pieces I need.
That's actually the 2 pieces that I lack.
well, guys, it's okay if I speak.
Yeah.
One of the reasons, yeah, but when I was saying, like, the cluster mecha, like, don't get me wrong, like, I don't necessarily hate them. I mean, I still like mechas like Shinkenger, but one of the reasons I like the '90s mecha a lot is because even in their final forms, they still feel compact and not as clunky as they can still move pretty easily. Like mechas like Car Ranger are a good example of that.
I
Just
don't know
my opinion.
and I can't remember what its Japanese name is, so you'll have to forgive
What
me. I'm going to use the
RV
American version.
Robo.
No,
RV
I wasn't.
Robo is the name.
I wasn't thinking of RV Robo. I wasn't thinking of RV Robo. I was thinking of Die Ranger, the big ultimate form with the turtle, the tiger, and the little
yeah,
thing
the
on.
Dyreno.
That was
Dyreno,
clunky.
that's his name.
No, Dyreno is the original.
Or just look like that original Mighty Morphin Ultrazord. That thing's literally a big old brick. It's a box.
Nah.
I wouldn't call Dyreno clunky, since
Nah, he's
that was
clunky.
also different.
Nah, he kind of is, but
Muteki Shogun, that's all I have to say.
He's not clunky.
who?
The Muteki Dai Shogun, the one from Kaku Ranger.
Oh, the Shogun Megazord.
Yes, but he's not clunky.
No, he's
Right.
just walking. He's just a walking Imperial Castle. But we're getting
Pretty
off
much.
topic.
Way off topic.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Anyway,
Oh, wow. My bad.
just so one last thing we need to talk about with this article is the Claw Russia.
I don't know how I feel about this thing.
I hate it. I hate the Claw Russia so much.
Why?
Well, it looks like to me, one, it's just a repurpose of the build Russia. It's just repurposing it, giving it a slight new mold.
That's right.
And it looks like when it's on the Tokyo and when it's clawing through, like when you go to the second to last picture, it looks like it doesn't like extend out like the build Dio was. If it was to extend out and it would have these fangs or claws or something, that would look a little cooler. But to just have kind of the punching and have that be kind of the claw just doesn't really have as much of an impact. It's very underwhelming for me.
I think it does come out in one of the pictures.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
thinking.
looking, but I'm not seeing anything. The only other thing that I find interesting on this is it's in a special episode.
Which is in a television magazine.
Doesn't
Yeah.
appear to be a regular episode.
Yeah, and this thing either will just randomly show up in the show or who knows. But the other thing I find interesting is the thing with the eyes, because it apparently starts out wild with red eyes.
Yep.
That's interesting. So it's like they're gonna have to tame the Russia, but if it is like a magazine exclusive, then I'm a lot more fine with this than I would be before. I didn't realize it was a magazine exclusive.
Hyper Battle video.
Or Hyper Battle.
Probably.
Crap like that.
Kitty
Yeah.
want a fish?
Like
Kitty want a fish wrestle?
Okay, and then does anyone else have any last words to say for this?
Math Claresha.
Okay.
I mean, aside the battle, so.
So the last thing we have, go to the last article, Volt.
Oh yeah, no, I got this.
Of course I know you do.
No, hey, we lost Dylan for a second.
No, Dylan. Oh, Dylan's back.
No, he's back.
Hmm.
This is the interesting thing, because I'm wondering how they're going to pull this, because apparently we're getting a Hyper Tokyo 1.
Well,
Yes.
When I look at it, I'm wondering, did they really, really enjoy the idea of Kyoryu Red Carnival?
apparently they did.
Carnival.
I didn't like Carnival either.
Well,
trust me.
I'm talking Toei, because the actual idea of what it was, being able to use the Megazord powers on the ground, was really, really good.
I will admit that was a pretty good idea.
So
Hey,
part of me
but
wonders
Yeah,
if they're gonna.
it's okay because they're saving some on time by making their own battleizers.
Yeah, that is true.
Yes, I didn't think of that.
Well,
I do
Oh.
like
let's
the,
make
I
it
do
fair.
like the fact that they are creating their own battleizers.
Yeah.
Because the
Um,
battleizer system has always been cool to me, at least from our standpoint here on Power Rangers. But you know, you didn't see it much in Japan, and now they're kind of helping us beat us to the punch. So
Well, recall Dino Thunder and Auber Ranger. They had a slight upgrade, and they gave in the U.S. they gave it a second one, an even bigger battleizer.
Well, and the other thing that was really good about that in Power Ranger was they didn't. I can't tell you how much I hated the Triassic Ranger cop out.
Yeah, agreed.
Uh,
I don't think
Anyways,
I've seen that part.
And
of
also,
Power
it
Ranger.
seems to be just Tokyo Ichigo can use it.
yep.
apparently,
Because
oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
I wonder what happens when he still change to other colors, however, when using it, or if they change to red, can the others use it?
I don't
don't
think
know.
so, because it's called Hyper
Yeah.
Tokyo 1
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
like Hyper Tokyo Red.
I mean, there's a lot of
So-
different possibilities that they could go with this, just because there are different avenues that they can cover. I mean, I kept on thinking that, at least with Kyoryuger, they were going to somehow find a way for everyone to have that ability. You know, kind of like they did in Shinkenger, everyone was able to use the black box. I was thinking, you know, in some way in Kyoryuger, they had kind of hinted at it, or someone had kind of hinted at it. Not you know, anyone within the series, but it was kind of hinted at by fans and I guess people that somewhat have connections to those people, to the ones that are over it, that the other Rangers were going to have the ability to do like what Daigo does with Minitira, and obviously we saw where that went.
That would've-
Nowhere.
And yeah.
They're
So
busy having too many Rangers.
yes.
Yeah, there's that.
So I mean, it's possible they may pull a stunt like what they did with Shinkenger, possibly, and at least for the moment, have it to where it's just limited to Tokyo 1.
Yep.
But they could have it to where somewhere later in the series that Tokyo's 2 through 6 and possibly 0, if that one ever comes into appearance, has the ability to use it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be interesting, though, if they could use it, if this thing could be universal across all the Tokyugers, especially not to give more comparisons between Tokyuger and Shinkenger, but with kind of how there are a lot of parallels, episode and upgrade-wise, kind of, between Shinkenger and Tokyuger, especially because they're essentially by the same team, even though both of them are completely different beasts, though we've already talked about that.
Yeah.
So
Seems to me that we can't not talk about Shinkenger whenever we talk about Tokyuger.
Who would have thunk it?
Does anyone else have any other thoughts, or?
My only thought on this is kind of what I want them to do for stuff like the battleizers is oh man, this is gonna go a little off topic for a bit, but does anyone remember an old anime dub back around when Sensei got brought over called Ronin Warriors?
Yes!
Heard of it.
No.
I want Sentai to do something like the Armor of Inferno,
Yes!
where all the other members have to give up their powers to power the Red up to unbeatable levels.
Yes!
What was the show?
Yes!
Ronin
Yes.
Warriors.
Yes.
Like halfway through the show, they came across a legend about a white armor.
This series
And,
right here.
Yeah, and what it turned out to be was the 4 that weren't the Reds had to give Red their powers so he could equip the Armor of Inferno, which was the legendary white armor. But the thing is, it left the other 4 defenseless while he was unbeatable.
Actually, if I remember it correctly, it absorbed them.
No, because I remember that they just gave up their powers to him, and
that would be very.
I mean, it may have been because I vaguely remember that it actually absorbed them, since the armor was, like, in a sense, part of them, unless they completely separated themselves, like they did, like one of them did in the OVA.
I don't know. Wait, I'd have to go back and watch it again.
I would have to as well, but I vaguely remember that they actually have to surrender, that they actually get absorbed by the armor and insert Inferno armor.
Yeah.
If they did that for Kyoryuger, then it looks like Daigo would actually really become Dinosaur Jesus.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
I know we're talking Tokuger, but you get the idea nevertheless.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I left again. My freaking Google keeps crashing. I don't know why. But I remember this show, The Ronin Warriors. Didn't watch it much, but I do remember it.
Indeed.
Pretty cool.
I was just saying how I kind of wish Sentai would do something like the Armor of Inferno.
Yeah. And if you've never seen Armor, and if you've never seen Ronin Warriors, but you've seen Sailor Moon Stars, then the same concept is kind of incorporated in that, because they have to surrender their planetary powers for Sailor Moon to go to her ultimate form.
Yeah. But Sebi, you're trying to say something?
Yeah, yeah. But regarding the Tokyo Ichigo armor, it looks okay. I mean, I probably can predict that, when Tokyo 1 does his color change, it could go to that Ranger next, or it might, or like they said, chances are they may pull a Shinkenger, and it can only be with that Ranger that they're using, and they cannot switch trains if they have the armor. That's just me, though.
That would be quite interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, since it's not been really introduced yet, there's a lot of different ways that it could go. So we'll just have to wait and see what they do with that.
Alright, what if it's like he could change the colors, but then like whenever he changes colors, the Hyper Russia like gets a different power.
Possibly.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting, but that would directly be copying Kyoryuger.
Which we don't
well,
want
not directly,
now.
but it would be copying it.
Sort of.
Although,
It's not copying, really.
I have one question.
Go ahead.
Regarding the armor, one last one. Doesn't it look like Super Go-Sager to you? On Mega Anon's Twitter, like, that's what he said it looked like, and I was like, oh yeah, it does look like Super Go-Sager. I'm just saying, though.
Uh-oh.
Super
What
Go-Sager.
grudge do you have against Super Go-Sager?
None. I actually thought it was alright until they got to the weird knife staff things with the bubbles on top.
Yes.
Yeah, those things are kind of weird. But either way, let's finally... Anyways, so now that we're done with the articles, let's actually...
Everybody done? Nothing to add? Frogs? Dylan?
I'm good.
We're good.
Alright,
Said my 2
then.
cents.
We are moving on to our main topic. I hope everybody is ready to press down the road of justice. Because we're reviewing Sentai Go-Onger. The first 10 episodes.
Yes,
And
the first time.
As the person who watched this as it was coming out, I will kind of go semi-last. So if anyone wants to go now, raise your hand.
I
Yay.
would like to go first because I'm the most arrogant one out of everyone here, so I deserve.
Down!
Sit down, little man.
Dang
There
it!
you go.
Don't make me get out my double driver on you guys. I just got it today.
Just talk.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
does anyone want to go? Or do you
Go
want me?
ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, to start out for me, Go-Onger is actually, despite the fact that it is more lighthearted, I like things that are usually more serious and have more deeper stories. No offense to Go-Onger, of course, but I really do like Go-Onger. I do think the lighthearted tone works. I think the characters, even if they are fitting within the quote-unquote archetypes or stereotypes, if you want to call them, of their colors, they still work. I absolutely love a lot of the characters. I don't really know how to explain it all, but just the characters are good. The fights are actually really good too. For 2008, they're actually better than some of the fights that I've seen in more recent Sentai, Toku Buster being specifically, but either way. And even though they have the lighthearted tone, they do have some more serious and just kind of deeper, more emotional moments. Not necessarily serious, but at least deep and emotional and character development-ish moments. And I really like the series for that, and it's a fun and a really enjoyable show from what I've watched so far. And how can you not think Engino G6 is BA? How can you not think that that is awesome?
Because there's G12.
Good point. I didn't think of that. Good point. G6 is awesome, but G12 is like epic monster level. But we haven't gotten to the over
Yes, we have not
9,000
gotten
level of awesomeness yet that is G12.
Oh.
But either way,
Really
there's
neat.
not very much I can say on it. I just think even though it is more of a lighthearted Sentai, I really do enjoy it. But I want to hear everyone else's ideas so we can bounce off our ideas like little ping pong balls. So anyone else want to go up next? I will hand it off to you.
It'll be me now.
Okay, CJ.
So
The
demanding.
thing. Very demanding. So when I first heard of Go-Onger, I did not know what to think. It was one that I had downloaded for a while and had it on and sitting on my hard drive for the longest time, but just never really got into it because I'm somewhat like Thomas in that, when it comes to the Sentais, I do like the more serious aspects. Every now and then, it's okay to have the lightheartedness, even though we've had, 3 lighthearted ones recently?
Go Busters.
Well, I was thinking
it was in that
Go-Busters,
middle ground.
Kyoryuger, Go-Busters, Kyoryuger, and the current one. Well, when I say lighthearted, I mean predominantly lighthearted. And so in watching just the first 10 episodes of Go-Onger, I almost said Car Ranger. Why was I thinking Car Ranger? That's not even it. So in watching the first so in watching the first 10 episodes of Go-Onger, I'm actually impressed. The whole aspect of the living Zord, like the actual predominantly living Zord. Like it will talk to you in Zord form before it'll talk to you in Megazord form. And I know I'm using the term Zord because that's just what I'm so used to. So please, all you people, forgive me. But the personalities amongst the 5 that we have seen so far, they bounce off each other very well. Very well. You have the reckless but loyal, what was his name? Sosuke. Had to think for a second. You have the sort of mother figure, Ren, who is actually a dude. So, yeah. He is!
I love that episode so much.
I'm so confused.
Ren is the mother of the Go-Ongers.
That actually makes sense.
He really is.
Yeah.
So then you have Saki, who's still more of the child, but she's the happy-go-lucky, will do what she can to make everyone happy. Then you have Then you have Honto. We can't even. I swear, him and Saki would go well together. Just put them together.
Peanut butter and jelly.
It's like, now kiss.
Just you're in the junk world. You're in the junk world in episode I don't know what. Just kiss already.
Just
Dumbest babies ever.
Oh, poor. And then you have Gunpei.
Gunpei.
I swear that dude, I don't think he has ever laughed a day in his life. Freaking serious.
I think with him, the entire. Go ahead.
He gets serious. I mean, he has a what the crap moment. But so far, I have yet to see him just have a good, wholehearted belly roll laugh. I want to see that. But all that aside, the personalities actually click very well, and I think it actually works. Now later on, we're going to see 2 more added, and I don't know how that's going to play out. We shall see.
Dun, dun, dun.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadow. All right, I'm passing the bullet. Who wants it?
Anybody?
Dylan, Sebi,
Fine, I'll pick
Adrian.
It really doesn't.
As someone who previously watched Go-Onger, I watched it about a year ago, I think. It still holds up. It was still entertaining. The most interesting thing I got from it this time was the fact that the first episode, specifically the first episode, it's a 3-ranger team, and the way that they introduced the other 2 rangers in the second episode is very unique for any Sentai I've seen, at least.
I will agree with that. I will definitely very much agree with that.
Really like the way at the start that the main core 3, red, blue, and yellow, have been a Sentai for quite a while.
Yeah, doesn't it say, like, what, about 6 months, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
That's probably one of the most interesting parts of it, I think. The fact that it would start as a 3-person team. And then, as I wasn't into the fandom much at the time this came out, I don't really know. How did people feel at the time about the whole 4 guys, 1 girl thing again? Similar to what they did, people had some problems with the original coloring of Kyoryuger, and this is very similar coloring.
It didn't. The one thing that really I find sad is Go-Onger's ratings weren't super great.
That's what I heard, that it had bad ratings.
But like, it was still, for those who loved it, they really loved it, and but I never heard anyone complain about
the colors.
Yeah, the colors, or the fact that it was 4 guys and a girl, especially when it later, when
others appear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I think everyone enjoyed it.
Go-Onger, however, does get to points of weird. Like, there's kinds of weird that's really funny, but Go-Onger a lot of times gets to points of weird that you honestly just feel a tad uncomfortable, to be honest. Where you get a lot of points of, why am I watching this? While watching this show that I don't usually watch.
You know, yeah, just in the beginning, I've already seen this. It's like, I gotta get through this, but really?
Yeah, for me, not to. I know that you love this episode of Volt, but that's how I felt with episode 6. The whole Sosuke thinks that Saki's going to marry this other flute player guy episode.
Yeah, I was like, What?
Yeah, it was completely predictable for me. It was just
Filler.
yeah, it's filler, and I know it's a little bit more development for Saki, but at the same time, it's just those cliches just don't work for me. I don't like cliches like that. They aren't entertaining for me. That's just me, of course.
I can understand that, but to me, the episode 6 kind of sunk in the fact that they're not just a Sentai; they're a family, and I didn't see Sosuke really being jealous, more of just a very overprotective brother.
Yes, that is what I noticed. Because in the end, he's saying, and I don't mean to cut anyone off, so I do apologize if I did. He does say, he is at least looking out for Saki, and he does say, if you would be happy with him, go to him. Don't come with me and go fight this battle. Go to him.
Yeah. So it's a take it as you can kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just I feel like when I think of a guy, one of the main characters getting jealous about the one female character in the show going after another guy, I just kind of get the jealousy vibes. I got more relationship vibes than overprotective brother vibes, but hey, that's just my interpretation of it.
Yeah.
And everyone's interpretation is a legit interpretation, because we all interpret it we all interpret these things very differently. So that's one key thing that needs to be remembered, is that we're all going to see the same thing in 50 blue million different ways, possibly.
Yay, tropes!
Anyways, though, does anyone else have any thoughts on so far?
Done, or should I pass this on to one of the others?
I say, if no one else has anything to say on it, pass it on.
I will. I mean, you can pick. Oh, I go next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No problem.
All right. I guess. Well, Go-Onger. Coming from somebody whose two favorite Sentais are one of the sort of comedy Sentais, like Kamen Rider comedy, but also serious. Kamen Rider definitely comedy. I mean,
You are breaking
I personally
up pretty
enjoy.
hard. Oh wait.
Sorry. Ouch. Well, I'll just say what I have to say. Still, like, much as I do shows like Kamen Ranger and Car Ranger, but I enjoy it. I mean, I have a thing for comedy Sentai. Like, I really have no specific, writing for comedy, but, if I can enjoy it, then that's good. And Go-Onger I'm enjoying. I mean, characters seem alright. My personal favorite, as far as characters go, would probably have to be Sosuke and Gunpei. Mostly Sosuke, because I can relate to his character very well. And, Gunpei just because I think he's pretty funny in a way. Like, he may seem serious, but he has moments where he goofs up, and I like that. See, as far as engines go, like, I really like Burka a lot. His voice actor really brings the quirkiness to life. And then there's Carrie Gator, who's voiced by veteran Sentai actor Kyosei Tsukui, who previously did Zelmoda and Car Ranger and Yatsu Denwani and Aba Ranger.
I quit.
Okay, but okay.
I
what?
quit.
Wait, what was that?
No one mentions Yatsu Denwani. No one mentions Yatsu Denwani. And whoa.
In all seriousness, though, the stories I think are alright. I mean, I've heard some people say that Go-Onger is one of the worst Sentais and that it's really irritating that it fails at comedy, but, I mean, I can sit through it. I mean, I don't think it's bad or offensive or anything. I mean, I'd probably rather watch it over something like Go Busters, but, you know. Wait, what did it watch for, Noah?
Oh,
Did I
wow.
say something bad?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
you said
Nope,
something
nope,
hilarious.
nope.
We're gonna have our comments thread filled with hatred.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Goodness, what have we done? What have we done?
Actually, no, I'm kind of there with him on that.
I am
But-
too, trust me.
Wait, what is this?
I'd much rather watch Go-Onger than Go Busters any day.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So, I mean, the mechas also look okay. I mean, they're definitely not on the level of other mechas like or Kaku Ranger or Mega Ranger or Die Ranger, but they could be a lot better. I mean, if you look at Engino, it's kind of like, just lazily stacked, just red, yellow, blue. Like, come on, you guys can do better than that. And, Gumbaro is just... I think the Mecha designs could do better. I'm not trying to rant or anything. I'm being nice to Go-Onger, because that's how I am. Oh, and as far as music goes, I enjoy the music. I like the opening and endings. The ending's pretty fun. And the fight theme, Bang Bang Go-Onger, is cool, and the Mecha theme, sung by Shinichi too. And I should also mention that, in case you guys don't know, that as far as singers go, Go-Onger is the first season where Project .R is involved, and the singers are also credited as being part of Project R from there on, like or something. So just thought I'd mention that, which I think is cool. So overall, basically, I enjoy it, not as much as other shows, but I can sit down and enjoy it. That's my 2 cents. And Adrian, it's
Don't you mean frogs?
It's alright. At this point, it doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, my bad.
Oh god, what can I say?
Okay.
Oh,
Not see, my friend,
Is
you're
this
not.
about to get is this about to get a bashing?
I didn't like it.
Okay, let me get the double driver.
Nope, put it down.
You can put the double driver down. I had a better one than yours anyway.
That helps nothing.
Okay, guys, can I just bring
Anyway,
up
go
something
ahead,
that,
Adrian.
since Adrian hates Go-Onger, let's not be surprised, because, I know a couple people who hate Go-Onger with a passion, so I'm not really that surprised in a way, so...
I get
I
it.
know somebody that hates Go-Onger with a passion too, and I didn't know why he hated it, and then I watched it and I was all like, oh god.
Anyways,
I was
why do
like,
you not like it? I want to hear this. I want to just let the man speak before you go with
okay, the
your
first
and your
episode,
Maton guns.
first episode was not bad, and then as I was watching it, like I was all like, good lord, these guys are literally a bunch of homeless idiots.
They have a home.
Dude,
It's
dude, they're homeless. They travel around on a bus. They're homeless.
Ah.
The bus thing, Adrian, the
You're breaking up, Abby.
I can't.
Okay, Sebastian,
There.
try that again. You are breaking up horribly.
Oh my god.
All right, try it now. You're good.
Okay, what I was saying was that you mentioned that they live on a bus, and I immediately thought that it's like how the Kaku Rangers use Nekomaru.
Oh, that's
For
another
their
thing.
base,
That is another thing I hate. I love Kaku Ranger. That is legit. That is actually my favorite Sentai. Not even kidding.
Oh my god, Adrian, can we be friends?
Maybe.
So blunt.
So blunt.
The blunt
Like a
is-
dull kitchen knife.
No, Kaku Ranger is my favorite series, but that stupid cat bus thing is weird. But, I mean, I don't care if they live on a bus or whatever. Also, wait, I just realized, freaking Kaku Ranger, they're also homeless and kind of stupid. But like,
Goodness.
I love Kaku Ranger, they're weird and shit, but like, Go-Onger takes it to a whole other level. I was like, what the actual hell am I watching? It was so hard for me to sit here and watch 10 episodes of it. Actually, I watched 9 episodes because I saw episode 1 months ago.
Uh,
And then G6. I think G6's face is like hella ugly. Like the map part. I don't mind anything else about the mech, but like the actual face part was like ugly as all hell. And then I don't know. I'd rather watch Go Busters than Go-Onger. I don't have a problem with Go Busters. I actually like it.
Go Busters. Great.
Okay, we're gonna have to kill you now, Adrian. We're gonna have to kill you now.
No, don't kill Adrian. He's like Dr. Danger.
We're not going to have any deaths. Trust me.
You're
Anyone
done
starts
goofed
threatening
up,
anyone,
Adrian. You're done goofed up.
How? Like, I mean, and Noah, like, this is gonna be Noah in like a few seconds. Adrian hates happiness. He doesn't like all garbage. He doesn't like getting happy. That's a bullcrap. I love Car Ranger.
At least he doesn't just like Go Busters.
Hey, can we be friends, Adrian? Because I love Power Ranger too.
Again, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing that I have to say real quick. You know, we pretty much all of us have said that in some way, shape, or form that we like something about Go-Onger, not Car Ranger.
Because it's a Sentai.
My mistake.
Pretty much all of us have said that in some way, shape, or form that we all like Go-Onger. So it's actually a good thing to have the reverse being said, to have the opposite said. So it's a different take on it. I mean, I can actually kind of understand what Adrian is saying. You know, you're just like, oh my God, are you serious? These are homeless idiots who don't know what the hell they're doing.
Right?
And, but then at the same time,
sorry, but like Gunpei, how the hell old is that guy? Same with like Gunpei and what's his face? Go on Blue? Like, are you
Ren?
Ren? Yeah. They like, how old are those dudes? Because they like left their legit lives. One was a cop. Just to go like hang out with 2 teenagers and an idiot that races.
You make a good point there. That does kind of make sense, though. I will admit, there's one thing.
Pedo approves.
Oh goodness, you CJ, seriously. By
Is
the
it
way,
that time?
can I add? There's something I want to add though to what Adrian said. Quick, Gunpei's kind of a what's the word?
Wannabe badass?
No, worse.
Total badass.
Worse.
You know who's a better badass? RPM Black.
He's about to be called a waifu.
Yeah.
Oh
still say
man,
we watch
you
our
had to do that.
You know what? I'll just say it. Gunpei's a bit of a dick.
Yeah, that's the point.
That is a good point.
He's serious.
He's serious, but he's not very good at being serious, and when he tries to be serious, he just comes off as very snooty and arrogant about himself.
He's like, I'm a big, bad, and proper, and I'm an old man. You should listen to me and do what I say, and you're wrong if you don't.
You know what? I actually, here's one thing I did kind of like about I kind of like Hanzo. Like, I hear people hate him a lot. I hear people hate him a lot. And I go like, I'm just like sitting here like, what the hell's wrong with Hanzo? Like, I don't see anything wrong. He's definitely better than Gokai Green.
Yeah, no.
Well, I think the thing with Hanto... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Noah.
Hanto has been, like, one of the major points of contention people have with Go-Onger.
I don't understand.
It's just... He's kind of kooky. And some people just don't like a kooky character like him.
You know what? I understand how who people can like. I don't understand how people can like Sosuke. Like,
I can get to that. I can get to that.
I understand, but like him and Yellow are like the 2 dumbest ones of the group.
Okay. Them's fighting words, but
Stupid.
No, like seriously, talk about no brain cells. This bitch over here talking about smile all the time, and the other dude's always like, let's do everything at Mach speed. I'm an idiot.
The thing about Saki is
At least she's cute.
okay. Other than that,
Other than that, yes.
because that's kind of going through my head, but that's not what I was going to say. The thing about her is she's like the morale booster of the entire group. You know, the rest of them, you know, they'll get down and out just from what I've seen. And they'll not really get depressed, but something will just drag them down, and she's trying to cheer them up. She's the happiness of Go-Onger.
Yes,
I can see that. But I mean, I can see that, but she's just so stupid.
Well, what do you want them to? Do you want every member of a Sentai to have a PhD?
No! Can that narrow it down to one idiot? Not all 5 of them being stupid, except for like maybe Ren and kind of Gunpei, even though Gunpei's also kind of stupid.
No. That's okay. You know what? I'm going because this is the thing. That's the point. Especially once gold and silver show up. Because
okay,
no. Legitimately, gold and silver call them idiots. They say that they're stupid and can't do the job right. That's why they're there.
No, yesterday I was talking to said friend, also your friend Noah, or Bolt, whatever. No, and I was all like, dude, Go-Onger is like legit 5 idiots and 2 badasses.
That would be a really good name.
To me, I kind of look at it as 7 badasses with 2 slightly more. Whatever. The thing is, and one, no, I'm not going to tell you that it's because you hate happiness. And here's like a main reason. I've had this discussion with a very good friend of mine who I will just call Pixel. He will figure out who he is when he watches this. And we've come to a major conclusion because he had trouble watching Go-Onger at first. And then he got to like the second half and he's like, oh my god, this is so good now. And it's because he watched Car Ranger and he loves Car Ranger.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
And that's one of Go-Onger's biggest problems is it has to fight Car Ranger.
Yes.
A show built on insanity. And
I wasn't. To be fair, I wasn't comparing this to any other Sentai at all.
Well, but here's the thing, and to me, I never saw Car Ranger until after I've seen Go-Onger, and after seeing Car Ranger, I'm like, I can completely see why people wouldn't like Go-Onger because it kind of is Car Ranger watered down a bit. Because in 2009, there's no way they could get away with the stuff they did in Car Ranger.
Yeah.
The 90s. What can you expect?
Yeah, but to me, and this is why I truly love this show, is it's constant moving energy. They're always energetic. They're always moving. They're always having a good time, even when fighting. And especially later, the show just to me has, of all of Sentai, the most, as we call them, fuck yeah moments.
I do see that. Just from what little bit I have seen, everything that you have said, I can agree with. Just because energy is in major supply. I mean, there's never a dull
very
moment.
little downtime.
Yeah, I will have to agree with that immensely.
I feel like this is one of those shows that should have broken the fourth wall, but they didn't. That's what they were trying to go.
They kind of come close at sometimes.
RPM did it.
Yeah, exactly. RPM. Okay, I know you hate RPM, but like, come on.
That's because I love this.
I love RPM. Like, I wouldn't know. If Go-Onger would have broken the fourth wall, then I would love this show too. Like this that would be a good show to me. But like it's so like I don't even know. Like it was so hard to sit through and so boring, and I was all like, dude, come on.
What RPM?
I was like, dude, I'd rather watch Ghost Sager than this, and I hate Ghost Sager.
Oh,
But that's what RPM was to me. Anytime Dylan talked, I wanted to reach into the screen and beat him to death.
Oh, Dylan.
Anytime
No way, but Dylan's here.
I wanted
Dylan.
like
I'm sorry, Dylan.
you're fine. I'm talking Dylan with a Y. Who
Yes.
the most angsty thing I've ever seen.
Hey, he was angry because he was a robot. Leave him alone.
He actually
But he
the
didn't
same
find
way as
that out.
guys.
But
What?
it's like,
And
then
it's
you
self-aware.
have
The other Rangers kind of call him out on it. They'll tell him, "Hey, you're kind of angsty and it's stupid." He's
yeah, but then he just goes fuck you, and they're like, okay, all forgiven.
I like
I hated that. I hated how our Red was consistently whining, and it's just like, and that's the thing.
Hey! Red's brother died. He watched it. Okay, come on. He saw it happen, and then he had to go back to his dad and be like, "Yo, I let what's his face die. He was your favorite. Sorry."
Oh,
Ow.
what about Go
Sorry.
Say Green?
Dude,
Who remembers that?
I remember that.
And yet, death happens. Woo! Now, but here's the thing, and this is so like I can go through each of these characters and describe why they're so good. I mean, to me, save for Akashi from Bokendra, who I honestly believe sent the greatest Red in Super Sentai history. I think the type of character that Sosuke is one of the best archetypes for Reds. They're passionate, fiery. They don't give a fucking damn what you say. Never give up. And the thing is, when everybody else is down on the ground giving up, Sosuke will always get back up and inspire them to get back up.
Uh-huh.
That is a good point.
He's the kind of leader you rally behind. Because his personality is infectious and it pumps everybody up.
I agree with your point.
I completely do as well. I think that is a really good point to make, and Sosuke definitely does have his moments where he brings up the rest of the group and his determination, and that sometimes, even if he's kind of reckless sometimes, and even if, quoting Adrian, he acts like an idiot, quote unquote.
They all do.
But
They all do.
but here's the thing. And like I'm really sorry to cut you off because I've seen this done a lot and it really bugs me because Sosuke, he just gets bashed and called stupid, yet Bon from Deca Ranger gets worshipped. And they're the same thing.
Okay.
They're the same kind of idiots.
But I think Sosuke in Gokaiger was better than he is in Go-Onger.
he was.
If you want to see like Sosuke at his best,
Gokaiger.
no, you want to see him bouncing off his polar opposite. So you want to watch Go-Onger versus Shinkenger.
Oh, I remember that movie.
I love
He's
that
bouncing
movie.
off Takeru.
Awesome.
This is the thing. A good chunk of the movie is just Sosuke and Takeru.
Yes.
Doing this. I mean, they're clashing so much.
But the thing is, the chemistry they have because of that clashing is amazing, and it brings both of their character types to their peak.
I completely agree. That too. I love that movie so much. Especially because I'm a huge Shinkenger fan, so I definitely understand where you're coming from.
I don't know why I dislike that team so much. I don't even though they're all idiots. Like I don't know. Like Look at John from freaking Geki Ranger. I love Geki Ranger, and I love John, even though he's like an idiot crackhead.
He's the same thing as Sosuke and Bon. There's the passionate, fiery red.
Yeah, but I don't know. I prefer him very, very much over Sosuke. I don't know why.
Then your point is not valid. Then.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Sorry.
And you know, I just realized this, and I apologize to everyone here and the listeners if I get really loud when I get into those passionate moments.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize to anyone listening to this with headphones on and like loud volume.
Turn the volume down.
Yes.
And like a great example of what I call the fuck yeah moments is that first time when they do it was when they actually not G6 but when they had Gumford and Burka combined onto Engino and they did the in the robot roll call with the engines.
I love that. I think they did that twice in the first episode.
Twice, and then they got to G6, which there's another great. There's another great reason why I love the show. I really love the engines. Their personalities are perfect bounce-offs for everybody.
I was just about to... Sorry to interrupt just for a sec, but I was just thinking that, and I'd almost forgot, but thank you for reminding me, because I completely...
Go-Onger?
The same thing. Yeah,
I actually did like the transformation, and I love the roll call, only because of the kick.
Yeah, it's again... It's that show's energy.
Anyways,
especially in their roll call, it's just
for the eyes.
Yeah, it's just constant energy, especially during the roll call.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you were saying about the engines, Volt?
Hey guys, sorry about that. My computer was being a butt. Sorry.
Okay. Anyways, Volt, continue.
Oh man, I didn't. I think I was going to talk about Carrie Gator, who honestly is my favorite of all of them.
Also, I hate Burka. He's annoying.
I would have some very choice words for you, Rox, but I'm not going to because I'm stronger than that.
It's okay. I don't care. Nothing really phases me.
Am I the only one that feels like with the engines, there are almost too many characters for its own good to keep?
I don't know. I mean, Abba Ranger had
too many characters.
Oh. Sorry for cutting you off, Dylan. I was gonna say something. I was just saying, like, because you were saying, like, you know, partners with too many characters, but I mean, you know, can't really have too much, because I mean, in Abba Ranger, like, you know, they did the same concept and had a lot, but I mean, what I've seen so far, they seem to work out. What?
But however, they only had 3 Rangers instead of.
Well, no, they had 5.
And Operate Black and Operate Killer.
At the moment, later, Go-Onger gets 7.
Right, yeah. But I think the thing that's kind of being discussed here is the fact that at least with the roll call, in the terms of Abba Ranger, the roll call only pertained to the 5. In the case of Go-Onger, you have a full team. You have a full team roll call that includes the engines.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Oh man.
That was so long. When I saw that.
No.
When I first saw that, I was like, oh please, no, not the engines too.
That gets even better.
I hate Burka so much. Like, no, okay. So when Burka first appeared, I didn't mind him. Like, I was like, oh, hey, he's some sort of shark dolphin thing. I don't mind it. He's kind of cool. And then, like, he started speaking 3 different languages. He
Italian.
Dude, oh, God.
Why?
Dude, no.
Spanish.
He was speaking. He was speaking
he's speaking
Spanish. He was speaking Spanish and French and like some other fucking language, and I was all like, dude, pick a language.
No. He's speaking Italian.
Yeah, he's
How the
speaking
hell-
Romance languages, is what he's doing.
Well, that's like later on when Jetris gets introduced. He goes French.
Yeah, Jetris speaks a little French. Burka speaks Italian because
I heard no
he says
Italian.
phrases like grazie and al dente.
Dude,
Buongiorno.
But dude, yeah, then he says bonjour and then senora and senor. He's like speaking like 5
Well, that's
languages.
because-
Dude. You can't just sit
They
and say
don't-
he's speaking like the one thing.
Italian shares a lot of words with Spanish.
What about where did he get
Bonjour, he
That's
can
French.
just throw in whenever he wants. He's just silly.
It was
Also,
like
he's
no.
easygoing. It's in his roll call thing. He's the easygoing dreamer, which I love about him. No,
And-
to me, the best engine of them all is Carrigator.
Corrugator.
Which you were talking about Carrie Gator, so please continue.
Mhm.
Carrigator kind of. Oh, what was it? I completely forgot. Never mind.
Sorry.
Nah, let's go.
Go on in.
I think, to me, what this show's biggest thing is it has this infectious energy for some that just makes you want more. For some, maybe not. Again, I've fully accepted that people who have seen Car Ranger and really like Car Ranger will probably not like Go-Onger. But there is one. There is. Oh man. There was one moment, and it's a really quick moment in Gokai vs. Gosager,
Mm-hmm.
when you have RV Robo and Engino doing a team-up attack.
Yeah, no, yeah, I remember that. I actually thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and it was just like them acknowledging they're pretty much the same, just one got away with more because it was older.
No,
Exactly.
I didn't see it like that. I was just saying, the way I saw it was they were all doing the special attacks of the shows with the same theme. Like all the dinosaur mechs, they're the Abareno and Die whatever freaking Judanger. They did the same attack. Come on, like they're both dinosaur teams, and then both the engine teams, and then like.
A couple different teams.
But, well, the thing that kind of breaks that argument for this one is, if that's the case, why was the Thunder Megazord there attacking Yogerstein?
Wait, what?
Because the Thunder Megazord, I forget his Japanese name, was there attacking the same guy that RB Robo and Engino attacked.
Yeah, the Diurno.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, that kills your point in the first place, too.
Yeah.
But
My
either
point
way,
is them kind of acknowledging they're kind of whatever.
Yeah, they're incredibly similar. I think Gokaiser acknowledged it before.
By the
And-
way, Dylan, I like your Tato Boss shirt.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Kudos.
Yes.
And Super Megaforce seems to be considering at least the Go-Onger final power as also a turbo final power, at least in terms of naming.
Turbo Falcon. I was so pissed.
Oh,
Turbo, so.
No, I love Turbo is my favorite Power Ranger series. But I was mad at the Falcon part.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
but anyways, though,
Oh man, I just realized that we say we're going to be reviewing like the 10 episodes, but we really haven't talked much about the episodes.
Oh, I've talked about it.
specifically,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, episode 1. Good. 2 through 10. Garbage. Bye.
Well, jeez.
All right, no, seriously, go on.
This show is
Go on.
This show is definitely going through its mechs very quickly. Also,
Yes.
It kind of they stick with
episode 10, we already got like the first and second mechs combining.
yeah. Well, that's because oh god, when do they show up? We don't get we don't get the wings for like another 7 or 10. And even then, I believe we don't get G9 for another 15.
It's odd. All very odd.
Yeah. I do know that if I remember correctly, around sooner or later, we get Go Rotor.
The wheel.
Yeah. See, that's why I love the car parody Sentais, because we get the ultimate weapon, a wheel.
Which they once again do the exact same thing in Car Rangers.
The Warrior Wheel.
Warrior Wheel. Wait,
Hey, Warrior Wheel was awesome, but that was O-Ranger and
yeah, that was O-Ranger, not
My
Zero.
bad.
Yeah.
Weird.
I thought that carried over into Turbo.
Power Rangers might have. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's mostly because they don't really care much about the mechs in general. They want to get the engines out. Not the actual mechs, but the engines as the characters.
That is one thing I like. It feels like they were almost able to integrate the mech toys into the series by having them have the tiny forms.
Yeah.
Yeah, by having the
I can't think of any other Sentais that have that.
Um.
And then the toys actually opened up and let you insert the cells the same way.
Yep. I believe Ranger kind of had something like that because the Zords could talk to them via the.
But that was the Morphers. I mean, where the toy mechs are technically show props also.
Yep.
Which is
that is an interesting aspect. I mean, that's pretty awesome that they were able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of the things I really enjoy about the show because while it has a few flaws, it still also introduced a lot of original things. I mean,
imagine if Kyoryuger, instead of the way it was imagine if they all had little versions of their mechs.
Yeah, if like everybody had a mini Terra and the batteries being put in was to make them grow.
Their mech. That's kind of what Go-Onger's doing.
Yeah. Or, did.
Did. Yes. I mean, that would have been an interesting thing, if that concept had if they had found a way to carry over that concept of having the, here's the thing, and please correct me if I am wrong. I actually like the fact that this is one of the first Sentai. And like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but where the mech had a full-on sentience to the point of being able to talk. We know that Kyoretsuo later on, it's dinosaur, it's ancient. They don't, but at least for the first 9,
they are sentient, but they can't talk. They talk in roars.
Well, yeah.
But they're fully sentient like everybody else, so you have Speedor translating for them.
Well, yeah.
But, they kind of had that in a way with Daizujin.
Well, but with Daijujin, they had to be complete. It had to be put together.
It had to be formed. You all right, Debbie?
Right.
Yo, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, Daijujin actually had to be together before the sentience was really made apparent. Whereas with Go-Onger, the sentience is universal in little form, their big mech form, and then Megazord form.
Yeah. The other case of this would be the origami, kind of, from Shinkenger were sentient, but when they combined, they just kind of went inert.
Yeah.
Huh.
But, yeah, this is the first time they did it. And it's also, this show...
Gingaman / Lost Galaxy were...
Yeah, they were alive too, but it was, again, like, they became inert when combined.
Mm-hmm.
And there wasn't the level of sentience like,
they could talk to them.
Being able to talk and everything. It was just more of they were alive.
They represented the animals. They were.
Yeah.
So, wow, we've gone kind of off topic, haven't we?
Well, no, it still kind of pertains.
Where do we go from? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think we've ranted and raved a lot.
Yeah, but I think the best thing to say for this is...
Except in Frog's case, where it's ranting and bashing.
It has its problems.
Okay.
No, I fully accept that this show is not for everyone. I really do want to stress this. Go-Onger is not for everyone.
No.
It is not a case of, if you don't like happy things, it's a case of, if you don't
Are you
like
willing to put up with what this is?
Are you willing to put up with balls to the walls insanity for long periods of time? Then this show is for you. If you enjoy more of
You enjoy being utterly confused.
passionate, like a team full of Bonds or Johns, then this is for you. And very much, I can say that It's Crazy balances out when the wings show up, but it's still there. Just, it's been anchored down.
Well, yeah. And that gives us something to look forward to next time.
Yep.
My
And...
wings fixing device just broke, so I'm kind of sad about that because it's kind of cool.
Your what?
You know their changer with the rocket thing?
Oh, the wing booster?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine just broke.
What did you do?
I know, that thing was actually pretty fun to play with.
You mean the dagger, or you mean like the...
I had both.
The combined weapon is called
Yeah.
the wing booster.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
No. So the slot where the engine soul goes into, when my nephew was living here, I didn't know he played with it, and he put the soul in backwards, and it got jammed. Yeah.
So the shot backfired on him.
Yeah, no, he put the soul in backwards, and then I guess it wouldn't close, so he like forced it closed, but now it won't open.
I think you might be able to fix that if you can like pry the.
You
No.
can get it open.
Trust me, we tried to pry it open for a few hours, so I was like, screw this.
Then my only recommendation on trying to fix that is
Take the whole
trying
toy
to
apart.
open it up.
Yeah, open up.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So my friend was like, if I could, can I fix it? He's like, can I take it home and fix it? I'm like, dude, if you could take this home and fix it, you could have it. I don't care anymore.
That seriously is one of my favorite weapons from that. I got to mess with one once, and I consistently could not stop doing the call for it. Well, no, it's wing booster, attention.
Plus the engine soul I had was dead, thank God.
Yeah.
I actually
man.
have it.
That is one comical thing that I forgot to mention. I love being able to notice when the engines are talking in soul form, them like twitching their hands to indicate they're talking.
Yes. Yes.
It's just it's kind of like it's just very subtle, and they're like,
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Oh.
But yeah, anyway.
Hey, buddy, there's a Gaia arc in town. Let's go fight it.
Oh, fuck! There's another thing we didn't talk about.
What?
The monsters.
Gyar.
Villains.
Oh, gosh darn it. Why do we
We
keep
were sort of-
forgetting things?
We
Grr.
got way off
That's what
topic.
happens when you
Holy
talk
Jesus.
about a
The
show.
villains haven't done terribly too much in the first 10 episodes.
Yeah.
They're to do
I
much
mean,
later.
They
Yeah.
don't do too much, but I love them for their personalities.
I like
It is-
it.
Yeah, they.
And the most of the time when they're hanging out at the base watching the monster destroy things, they're at their bar just like
I love how they just. I love Kagedeshi for the fact that A, she drinks. It's kind of like A, she
They all
drinks, which
do.
is kind of fun. They all drink, which is funny.
I
And
thought-
second of all, have any of you ever noticed, if you guys look up the cast of Go-Onger, I cannot believe I'm ever going to mention this, does anyone know that Kagedeshi is actually played by an AV star?
Yes, I've heard of that.
actress.
We've had that before in Sentai. Zone
Yes, I'm
Power
just
Rangers,
saying. It's just-
Shiborena,
I don't want to
Rangers.
get. I don't want to go into it. Just.
Go on Silver was in Playboy. So,
Ah!
Wait, really?
yeah, Go on Silver's in Playboy, but no nudity.
Oh.
she just did some softcore shots.
They're still very nice. Okay.
Okay. Point being, I just thought that was an interesting fact, but about Kagedeshi. But either way, villains are pretty good. Villains have pretty good personalities. I like the villains so far. We don't know completely as much about them yet, 'cause we're only 10 episodes in. And also, one more thing, the ending theme is annoying as a.
Edge number one.
Hey!
Speed up. Aka, 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 aka.
We had a few moments when it was Basan or
Dude, you mean the one time? The one time where it was...
Yeah, it's like so far the
Oh
first
man,
time-
I want to
first
be there on the episode where it's Burka. I want to be with Adrian on the episode that Burka is the one getting the song.
Oh god. Somebody show me this episode so I can see how terrible it is. Also, did anybody else catch Kiva at one of the endings? It was really fast, and I was all like it passed by the first time, and I was like, wait, what the hell was that? Was that Wataru? And then like he passed again, and I was like, holy crap, it's Wataru!
Yeah, just here alongside Kiva.
Yeah. It's why there is
This is before Decade, so they were directly against the whole year.
Go-Onger aired alongside Kiva, and it's why some people call that year like the worst year of Sentai, or not Sentai, of Toku.
That's terrible.
We're not getting into that. We're not getting into that.
Wait,
I liked Kiva.
what was
Bless you.
Oh, I cannot wait to say some words about Kiva when we get to that series.
what aired with Deno? Bokenger, right?
No. What was it?
Before Kiva.
Geki Ranger.
No, Geki Ranger was with Deno.
Oh, it's terrible. Why would such a good show air with such a bad show?
Wait a
Because
minute.
because
Which one is it that you don't like?
Deno.
That was great.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Hey, have you guys seen Let's Talk Toku? I mean, I'm
No,
pretty sure from my
because I know the people who are there, and it's like, okay, when they talk Deno, it's just gonna be bitch.
No. There are things we like about Deno.
Nag.
Like Zeronos. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, see? Complaining.
Okay. We like we like Tina and Naomi.
Topics.
Nope.
Muted. That's muted.
No. Bad.
Bad Thomas.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
rude.
But I'm the
It's
leader,
their
so
opinions.
I can do whatever I want. Come at me, bros. Come at me.
I just don't watch it. But
I'm still trying, legit, trying to finish Deno. It's kind of hard.
Anyways, though, point being though is whether you really are that Go-Onger is, to kind of sum up what Noah said, Go-Onger isn't for everyone, but if you really like those insane, upbeat, over-the-top type shows with so much energy and passion and fireball type personality to it, then you're probably gonna love Go-Onger. And I love Go-Onger, and pretty much everyone does except for Adrian. But either way, anyways. But that's only for this one. We still have a lot more of Go-Onger to go. So, does anyone have any last words before we get into shameless plugs?
Wait, we have a lot more to go. We're still going to watch this show?
I think so, yeah. Maybe.
God.
Who knows?
we only are doing 1 through 10, but...
We'll see next time. We'll figure that out.
Maybe we'll see. But though we want to do, if we're going to do I want to do something different next time to give a little bit more variety instead of doing a continuous Go-Onger. So
we shall figure it out.
But we're going to figure it out soon. But by the way, if you guys have any ideas on what shows you want us to review or watch or do anything like that, please
rant, rave, bash.
tell us.
I will try not to bash. Like, I feel terrible for bashing because people always get offended when I bash. I'm all like, why are you getting offended? Like, I don't understand people get offended. It's just an opinion.
Yeah,
I can tell you later, but
Yeah.
But
no, like, okay, come on. People bash on a lot of shows, like Ryuki and Decay. People bash on those shows all the time. I'm like, whatever. I mean, I can't do anything about that. I legit can't get mad because it's an opinion.
At least you weren't the one bashing Go Busters earlier.
Dude, these guys bash Go Busters all the time, and I just ignore it.
Go Busters is literally the best.
It was for a while, and then I just got bored of it.
We'll get into that another time. But point being, though, whether we're bashing or ranting or raving, whatever, if you have any shows you want us to review, please do us a favor and tell us in the comments below, because we don't know what you guys want to see yet, and we want to do what you guys want to see. So
I will watch Go Busters next time. Let's go watch some Go Busters.
No, we want to do a Kamen Rider next. We've already done Sentai. I want to do. But either way, we'll get into that later. Anyways, though, does anyone have any shameless plugs to plug in? I'll plug in mine last. But does anyone else have any?
Oh wait, are we doing like our final thoughts on Go-Onger or
Well,
something?
we've already kind of gone over our final thoughts.
Oh my bad.
Our final day.
Finished Go-Onger. Now we're just doing shameless plugs.
Shameless
oh my
plug.
bad.
So, does anyone want to jump in first?
Same old, same old.
Yeah.
My Toku reviews, links and all down below. Also, we have started partnering with other pages on Facebook to get this podcast out. That's probably how a lot of you are seeing this. So we have a big list that we've already talked to and that are willing to partner with us. I don't have that list with me. Some of these other people do. If there's any place that you think we should partner with to get it to, promote this, and we can, obviously promote them as well, please comment it to us, be it on here or on the Facebook page, because as it's been said, we want to do this so that everyone has the ability to see it and so that we have more viewer input. So send it around. If you think of anything that we need to, or think of anyone that we need to talk to that we probably already haven't, please let us know, and we'll see what we'll see what we do with that.
Okay. So let's see. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. You know me, Frogs. Let's talk Toku. The usual stuff. Go like, share, comment, subscribe on YouTube, and do the Facebooks and the things of the such. Sorry, we haven't done any Let's Talk Toku in like maybe a month now, but we are all very busy people, okay? And plus we only have one editor on the channel, me, and my free time recently has gone from a lot of it to not so much. So I actually am in the process right this second of editing episode, the next episode. We talk about some popular things in the Dime and such, and Go Busters. But yeah, go check us out. We have a lot of fun there. Hopefully you guys, and don't get offended.
Anyways, let's see, Dylan, Sebi, Volt, do you guys have anything?
I'll share mine. Follow my blog, Sebi-kun's Otaku blog. When I have time, I'll try to keep updated on the latest Toku news, and in the near future, when I have time, I plan to make reviews as well. And on that site, make sure to support all these other links I have, be it blogs, fan subgroups, support them all. That's basically what I have to say for me.
Okay, Volt, do you have anything?
Just the usual business stuff. Again, if any of our faithful viewers live in the Puget Sound area, me and my dad, we run our own IT group. We fix pretty much darn near anything computer, network, or hardware related. Computer hardware. I can't help you with your drill gun. I'm sorry. You can reach us at tweaksquad.net, or you can email us at tweaksquad@outlook.com. We await your business.
And lastly for me, I have my Tumblr, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc., for the Toku Buster, which, unfortunately, because of some computer problems that have been happening, it's going on hiatus before we actually get the first episode out, though I'm planning on getting a new laptop for both school and for personal, so not only am I going to have a better webcam and hopefully better headphones, not these are bad, but either way, I'll finally be able to have the processing power to actually make good reviews and be able to get the best quality out to you that I can. So I'm going to put that on hiatus, but eventually I will get the double review out once I get the computer and get all of that set up and rolling, and we'll be good. So that's pretty much it, just the usual stuff. And so now that all of that is out of the way, I hope everyone has enjoyed the podcast. Thanks, everyone, for being here and for watching, and we will see you guys for the next review. Oh, also, and like, favorite, comment, subscribe, the blah, 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 already what everyone else says on YouTube these days. But anyways, talk to you guys.
We appreciate your feedback.
I'm going to go play Devil May Cry.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm probably going to go to sleep.
Oh, goodness, okay. Anyways, enjoy, everybody, and enjoy and rock on, Toku fans of all ages, or whatever you want to say. Count up your sins, or whatever. Road to justice. I don't care. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, B.
Take care.
Screw logic.